Okay, so I need to show you how to do standard algorithm, and your parents are probably very similar to seen this before. Right here I have two bars that I've created. They need to be pretty big ones because what we're going to do is skip counting. This is probably not what your family's familiar with. But the first one, what we're going to do is we're going to skip count by threes. So let me change that color. So if I put 3 in here, so then the next number is 6, and then 9, and then 12. And then if we skip count off here to the side, you can add by 3 if you need place to skip count. And what we're asking is that you do it off to the side because then it doesn't get into the bar area, which makes it easier for you just to look right away at your multiplication facts. But 12 plus 3 is 15, and then what you would do is write it over there in the bar, and then plus 3 more because it's repeated addition by adding by 3. So 15 plus 3 would be 18. Then you would put it over there, and then it would be 21, and then it would be 24, and then it would be 28. And I'm running out of place, or not 28, excuse me, 27. So I'd write it off to the side over here. You would skip count by 9. So we're going to do that again by 4s. So we're going to do 4. And then we do 8, and then 12, and then 16. And then again, if you need to, you go over to your side over here, and you would add plus 4, which would be 20. And then you would add 4 more, which would be 24. Which then you would add 4 more, which would be 28. And you would add 4 more, and then it would be 32. Then 4 more would be 36. So if you're having trouble understanding why we did that, really what we're saying is that this number here, 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times 4 is 16, 4 times 5 is 20, 4 times 6 is 24, and then we would have 7, and then 8, and then 9. And you could do that for the other one if you need it. So when you start, you go ahead and you start with multiplying. You start with your 3 in the ones place. So 3 times 2 is 6. So you would write your 6 here. 3 times 8. If you're having trouble, you would go over here and count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that would be 24. And then 3 times 3 is 9. Plus 2 more. You add whatever's up here. You always put your 1s down here and you carry your 10s because you can't fit 24 right here. So 4 times 3 is 12, 3 times 3, I made that mistake earlier. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 more is 11. So you put your 1 here and carry it. Then 4 times 3 takes its turn with every single number up here. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1 more is 13. Then what you would do is you would look to see you're ready to get into the next row, which starts in the tens column, so we're going to start right here. But before I go on, I'd like to X out everything that I've already done. And I know that I'm already done with the 3s. I'm not going to need to do that anymore. So I'm going to go over to my 4s, and I'm going to start here. Now, to start in the second row here, I have to start by being in the tens column. So I put a 0 here, and then I start the process. 4 times 2 is 8. Then 4 times 8. And again, if I have trouble, I've written my numbers right there. It's 32. So I put my 1s here, and I carry my 3. And this one's one that people struggle with a lot because they have to go back and make sure they take turns with every single one. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 more is 15. You put your 5 there and carry your 1. And then 4 times 4 is 16, plus 1 more is 17. And then you would go ahead and you would add. So if we add this, then what we would do is we would add 6 plus 0 is 6. 4 plus 8 is 12. We carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 5 is 8. 1 plus 7 is 8. And then we have 1 left over. We do ones, tens, hundreds, and then we put our comma in there. And then we would do again ones, tens, hundreds, and this is in the thousands.